Dear friends out in YouTube land, this is TwoGunTerry, and welcome back to another episode of TwoGunTerry and Friends.
Are you ready?
Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite competition guns, my STI DVC Open. This gun happens to be chambered in 9mm major, but it does shoot 9mm factory ammo with the occasional jam here and there. It just doesn't cycle as well because it's built for the major rounds. But it does work. I shoot it in Steel Challenge all the time. I don't remember having a problem during shooting, 5 rounds at a time, 5 times. So if it does jam, it's quick clear and off you go. So you can shoot Steel Challenge, but it's really made for USPSA and the other shooting sports. So I'm a Steel Challenge shooter. I'm dabbling in USPSA now. And I love Action Steel, which is kind of closer to USPSA, but has a little feel of shooting on the steel like Steel Challenge does. This gun is excellent for Action Steel. I'm going to show you a couple of video clips from my last time out. All right. And it performs decent in Steel Challenge. But it's a little bit heavy for my taste in Steel Challenge. When you're out there and you're trying to index, the weight of the gun is one of those negatives that I was talking about earlier. But in USPSA, the felt recoil is reduced. It comes right back on target. Bop, 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 bop. I don't even think it jumps that much. I'm exaggerating. But it comes right back down on target, and it's always alpha alpha. Without any effort. I'm not that good of a shooter. The gun definitely has made me a better shooter. So let's take a good look at this bad boy. First of all, from the right side, you'll see that the injection port is right here. There's a big, long, beautiful compensator that works great. It's all machined and light, and the slide is lightened up to move quickly. But there's a lot of weight in this gun down here in the bottom because it's made of steel. But in the grip and where you want the weight, in the back of the gun. So it's definitely not nose heavy. It's definitely a well-balanced gun. Let's see where the balance point is. Right about there is where it balances. I mean, that's right where you want it. I think this is called titanium nitride. I have to look that up for you. I apologize for not knowing it offhand, but I think that's titanium nitride. The entire barrel is made out of that same material. It's one single machined piece, which I'll show you in a minute when I take the gun apart. And it's just amazing. I don't know, the slide cuts, the way you rack the gun, everything. On the left side of the gun, this is my slide racker because I'm right-handed. That makes it real easy to check your chamber and re-rack or clear or load or whatever you're going to do with your rounds. You'll note that I have a Seymour railway slide mounted on the bracket with a blast shield in the front. That blast shield comes in handy because a lot of the grime and dirt spit out and try to get on the lens, but this does stop it, and while shooting a lot of that grime will come up here in the front of this blast shield instead. It's got 5 screws holding the slide mount the sight in place. So it's very rigid, very strong. It doesn't wobble. There's no looseness in this gun at all. The fit and finish on the gun is amazing, as you would expect from STI. So the second negative, I guess, is the price. It's not an inexpensive gun. I believe the list price on this is $36.99, $3,699 plus tax, shipping, FFL fees, etc., etc. So it's not inexpensive. You can figure to spend about $4,000. Let's go ahead and take this thing apart. It is a 2011. The model of the gun is a 2011, upgraded from the 1911, the world famous 1911. And this is the next generation of that particular gun. They're called the 2011, which most of you already know if you're looking at this particular weapon. I can tell you that the trigger brake is remarkable. I mean, there's a pound and a half, 2 pounds tops. One more time, you'll see how crisp that is. Watch. That's all. There's no creep, nothing. It's just bang, bang, bang. The reset on it is just as short. That's it. It just reset and fire again. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. If you want to go fast, this is a fast gun. I will say that much. This is a very, very fast gun, and it returns back to zero immediately. So I can't say enough about it. I can't rave enough about it. I give it 5 stars right across the board. It's expensive, but buy once, cry once, and I happen to be very, very happy with my purchase on my STI. It does have its the STI proprietary stippling on the grip, which I happen to like. When you lock down on there, there's no wobbling around unless you wanted to. You can loosen up a little bit and adjust. But if once you lock down there, that gun's not moving anywhere. I don't know what that style is called, but it works. It's very, very well designed and well thought out. The mag well, there is a mag well on the bottom for quick reloads, magazine swaps. It has an extended mag release button. And then the only modification I've made to this, actually there's 2 modifications I've made to this, but I don't want to point this at myself, but the safety on my left side of the gun, I put an extended wider safety. So you can see from the factory, both sides are about the same width, but the oversized on the side that I use, which is the left side, just works well for when I'm gripping the gun and I'm ready to fire and the safety's on, and you come out of your holster and you draw and you come down on top of that. My thumb will stay on top of that safety as I'm firing the gun. There is also another thumb rest right here. Yeah, you can see it in my forehead. There it is, that little triangle there, black triangle right above my eye. That's the thumb rest on the side of this STI. It is where it's strong, it's not going anywhere, but I don't like it. I just don't like it. Maybe it's my smaller hands. Sometimes I come up into the back of it, like that. If you can see, right back in here. If I get my grip down real well, I can get on top of it. And I guess you don't need much more than that. Yeah, I mean, I could. I guess it's okay, but I seem to come into the back of it for some reason when I'm gripping it. Maybe I just have to work on my grip. But I prefer the conventional thumb rest. I have one on my Bulk Horton 22 that I shoot in competition, and I just like the way that feels better. My thumb's resting on it. It's pushing the gun down and locking everything where I want to lock it when I'm to control recoil for the second shot. This, I guess, with practice, maybe and a little bit longer thumb or hands, then that might work. But that's another negative from my perspective.